Greetings everyone, and here in the Rise of Tail Lord in LORDNINE Infinite classes, you guys please be here. Fat Penguin's gonna be your caster for today. The game gonna be starting. We are in week 2 right now, so you guys settle down and be ready for starting this week. Every guilds are having a bit of training up right now, so we have to take a closer look that which skill are gonna be competitive and defeating the boss in this week, and which skill gonna earn the points. Because in last week we have a little drama in Heretics 4-2 in the servers that no one got the point to, but in HELENA 2 we have to wait and see what's gonna happen in this week. This game is gonna be from the MMORPG that developed by Smite Gates. We have to take a closer look from this game first. The next generation MMORPG that developed by Smite Gates in the Korean game giants, designed to lead the player into the vast fantasy world that filling in adventure, the combat, and guild level competitions. The player can engage with exploration, questing, board raids, and the large scale war in both PvP and PvE too. To engage in seamless gameplay in any situation, the game supporting the cross-platform gameplays too, so you can play in both PC and mobile too. The player can switch the device freely by using a single account, immediately resume the progress that where you left off. So the LORDNINE is a very set apart from the traditional MMORPG. Because they have the infinite class systems, which eliminate the fixed classes restrictions. Instead of, they allow the player to freely adapt their combat style on the fly, by swap the weapons, their combined abilities, and the skill system to create over 120 unique playstyle to address all the situation and the combat strategies. So during the adventure, you can using the smart auto combat system to make the character's progression more achieve, buying support by the automation, hunting, farming, leveling up, while they customize the combat patterns in fit individual preference. It reduces rapidly the grinding times and allow the players to focus more of the strategies, planning, and the character growth. And beyond the gameplays, we have the LORDNINE next market features, an official trading platform with developed with next. This platform is able to let the player safely trade and support the item through the transparent market, connect with the player worldwide. So together, LORDNINE Infinite Class is just more than a game. It's creative adventure. The combat is seamlessly blend with the character progressions, the guild competitions, and the player-driven economics into the unfilled world. So you guys, if you guys are liking to playing the MMORPG game in the new game too, right? And you guys want to starting a new fresh game that coming out from the very big company in Korea. So yeah, just hop on into the MMORPG game like LORDNINE Infinite Class. You won't mess up. And right now we have like many things happening into the server right now, like this one, the tournament that we're gonna starting today, the Rise of Tail Lord is a exclusive guild competition league in the official guild tournament for LORDNINE. To celebrate the launch of HELENA servers into the entire tournament, it's building direct upon the actual in-game merchants, like including PvP, combat, turrets, capture, board hunting, item loot, and so many things that gotta happen in this tournament. This means like on the player in HELENA server can experience the same game mechanics and as the tournament's competitors, rather than many watching the tournaments. The player can be actively participate in the content that support the favorite teams and enjoy the identical in-game system too. Additional, the tournament is held among the official guides, so other players in the server can be participating by assisting the guides, defending the guild, and support their favorite KOL. Consistently, the competitions stand beyond all the official participant generates the server while community engage with the throughout event. This tournament features 10 guilds from 5 from Thailand and 5 from Philippines. In each guild is led by 2 KOLs and community across all 5 servers. On each server is gonna have Thai guild, one Thai guild, and one Filipino guild on each servers and engage the guilds and guild matchup between two countries and attempt a point info period of the week. Right now we are starting week 2 in 17 August. You guys have to be ready because we have the 10 matchups that gonna happen into these games. Let's update for the recap for the week 1 first, shall we? And we're gonna see that in server 1 HELENA 01, Prim Kung just have a very great start with 100 points first, unless he just starting slowly, because as you guys see in the first week, he starting with 57 minutes to defeating one bosses, so it's gonna be hard for him. But in this week, the bot is less level than they have, so yeah, it's much easier for them too. In HELENA 04, like I already say in the early of the streams, that no of the guilds that just earning a part right now, because they have a very big guild in the server HELENA 02 that not official guild, so they got the loot and no one got the points. In HELENA 03, it's very hard for Potato to defeating Happy Feet 1 too. We had to admit that, because Happy Feet 1 have the like top 20s of the best player in the team. All of the HELENA 03 top 20s that have like the most combat or everything else is in Happy Feet 1, and they have so many alliance in the Happy Feet 1 too, so they have many of people, they have many of player, they have everything ready more than Potato. But we have to wait and see that this week how Potato gonna do. And right now Happy Feet 1 is taking lead. In HELENA 04, Jungkook, he have a very good player in the teams, like all the defendings or the tactic that he using a very good one, and Jungkook just take a head lead for that one too. In the last server HELENA 05, we have an ultra smooth guild, and we have another guild from Philippines too. The name is, let me take a closer look. Clusitas. I just don't want to pronounce it wrong. So Clusitas is take a lead on this one too. So okay, we gonna look that in this week who gonna get the loot from the bosses, because the one who get the loot from the boss will be the one and who gets the points for this week too. And we gonna fight the Thai boss for this week. The level of the boss is 85 level, so it might be easier from the last week. The first one who loading 100 point will got the drop, will got the points. Who are picking the drops got the points. It's very easy for that one. So we gonna look that for the teams that gets the points. They have a very tactic that we already know that they are using right now. Like they're using a zoning, and they're using tanks a lot, and this boss gonna be very hard for them, because the thing is he has the very unique skill, like they have much of the AoEs or any skill that gonna hurt so much for the player that who can play a tanks. So this week gonna measure how much you guys have a tank in the guild, and which of the guild have a better of the tank that he has too. So yeah, that's it for the boss. It's very pretty much, and we're gonna take a closer look in the games too. Okay, let's recap a little bit from the last week. Last week we have a very tough one for many guilds. It like HELENA 01, Guild Prim Kung just worked really hard to defeat the bosses. Like they're adapting their strategies, switching the characters, switching class to absorbing the damage by holding against the bosses in the long durations in week 1. The longest duration, you can see that the HELENA 01 server is ending the last servers too. Like just a little bit of the time that the boss got to reset, but yeah, in the last thing he can settle down, and Gil Madhouse attempt to attack the boss, but they rapidly get PK and unable to secure the entries of the boss field. You're gonna see that the combat powers of the teams of the guilds of Brim Kung is very much more from Madhouse. In HELENA 02 from Moonblade. HELENA 02 from Moonblade with the Secrets TV. Gotta do. Okay, we gotta take a look for Brim Kung first. Right now, he have like so much CP right now. Over 92,000 CPs right now. And he in top 10s of the server. It's pretty much very good of the progress that he making in the last week, and he using a new of the item that just came into the games too. So if you guys want to try out, just go try out into the game. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. All the emanations, all the damage that it can deal is very good to using it to farming. And right now, Brim Kung is doing a lot of farming right now too, because we have 1 hour, about 1 hour to waiting for the boss to spawn. The boss gonna spawn at 6 p.m. in Thailand time zone. Yeah, and yeah, Brim Kung is doing a lot of farming up right now. Doing farming ups, and if we see for the Brim Kung in the last week, there have one of the top 50 players of the world too. Name is Rinit in the team. The CP powers is over 91,000 right now. And there have top 10s too of the HELENA servers. So yeah, Gil Brim Kung might beat the boss in this week. Who knows? And we're gonna look for Moonblade. Moonblade's in HELENA 02, Gil Moonblade performing a sustainability fight against with the boss interference to another guild too. Like I said, in the HELENA 02, that's have a very big guild in the servers like Mouse Gaming. So yeah, they're gonna have a very tough fight with them too. And the Mouse Gaming isn't be the official guild too, okay? And in HELENA 03, Gil Pote facing a very tough match against with Happy Feet one, we have to admit that, which presenting a high very combat power significant roster of number, with putting the Gil's Pote in disadvantage in a controlling the area bosses. Happy Feet one, they have like so many players that over 10,000 of CPs right now, and also the top 20 of the server in HELENA 03 is also of the Happy Feet skill. And by the way, Happy Feet 1 is the guild that from the Philippines, right? But they have Thai people, Thai player in that too. So I don't know why, but I think because the guild is very like populous and very large guild. Everyone wants to get a loot, everyone wants to get the level, everyone wants to get a good party, right? So yeah, it's her choice to support their KOLs, support their guilds too. In HELENA 03, I think Prote might facing a little bit tough in this week too, because we have like 1 week to grinding, right? And it's very pretty much of them to processing right now for Gil Pote. In HELENA 04, Jungkook established the complete control over the area through the PK tactics and high combat powers, and preventing the PH guild from reaching the boss area. We gotta see that Jungkook have the very best of the player in their teams too. One of the player in the guild is in top 20s of the world too. So Jungkook have a very good tactics to using a PK to make sure that PH guild lost some of the resources, lost some of the area that he have to go in. We have to look first that Jungkook gonna use the same tactics in this week or not. And like I said, this week gonna measure how good your tanks are. So if he didn't have a good tanks, or he didn't have a good of the player that playing in front of the bosses, So that's it. In HELENA Zero 5 guild, like the Ultra Smooth and Crusaders maintain the clear of the control of the boss area and their continuous damage, obviously locking the guild Ultra Smooth out of the boss zone. The guild's Ultra Smooth cannot get in the boss zone too. If you guys see the levels of the Ultra Smooth just a very smaller guild than another guilds from the Philippines too. If you guys seeing that, so it's gonna be very tough for him to fight in this week. But in this week, he crying so much. If we see the status of last week, the guild just starting the tournament at level 9, but in this week, Ultra Smooth just grinding us to level 14 right now, but it's too hard. It's too hard for him to fighting the goodest. But we have to look in the team to how much they're doing pretty much, and I see is the player like this one. If we observing too, they have 43,000 of CPs, and he in top 600, sorry, 600, and yeah, they have a lot of things to processing before he's starting in this tournaments too. Many things that gonna happen for today, like they're gonna starting with PK, controlling the areas and everything else. Because the boss area in this week gonna be very like shattered down. Is gonna be 2 warp points, and they're gonna be very hard for the one who just get out and done from the fight and cannot be get in if the guilds are waiting outside of the warp point too. And okay, let's take a look for the Filipino guild in HELENA 02 Crow Zeros. He doing it pretty much, but if we see the combat power isn't that much. They're playing crossbow too. Yeah, in this game, like I said, that they have like so many of the weapon that you can switch off and change the classes in your choice, in your tactics, right? And you're gonna like farming easy. We gotta take a look for this one. HELENA 02 Crow Zeros farming over 30,000 that he have in CP power. Getting on, and yeah, we have to wait and see how he gonna do in the boss fight, because in the last week, like I said, that in HELENA 02, he is facing a lot of things happening in outside the guild, outside of the official guild, so that make no one gets the points. In HELENA 03, Happy Feet 1, one of the most strongest guild in this tournament. They have like more than like 2 or 3 guilds, I think. And I see in the servers, all the top 20s of the players is in Happy Feet 1. Farming to get the best loot, get the best powers too. Farming a lot. So right now, yeah, and like I said, HELENA 03 Happy Feet 1, they have 3 guilds, like the numbers in like in the last of the name. They have Happy Feet 1, 2, and 3, and they sort the player by the combat power. So that's make very much sense that why top 20s of the servers is in Happy Feet 1, because everyone wants to grind into the first guild, right? They have so many things to do after this. Okay, let's see the HELENA 04 in PH guild. PH guild right now, if we see the levels of the guild, the levels of the guilds of PH guild right now is in 15. Gonna have a huge difference from Jungkook, sorry. Jungkook right now is in level 19. It's gonna be pretty large for them for PH guild that he have to play in top 70 guild in the world. By this one, yeah, they have so many things to do with Jungkook. Hmm. Combat power right now of the Romy Little B, they have over 40,000, but yeah, the numbers of that one cannot compare to the Thai guild. We have to waiting and see how the tank of this team doing, because he playing a bow in HELENA 04. We have five. Like I said, we have five servers that we using for the tournament. We have HELENA 01 to 5. In each servers, they're gonna have one Thai guild and one Filipino official guild too. Here we are seeing the HELENA 05 for servers. They have pretty much to do after this, but like I said, he just got the points to take a lead from the first week too. But in this week, from Outer Smooth is grinding up so much, and how they're gonna do, we have to waiting and see. So much happening in the last week. Every guilds are trying to leveling up to make sure that he have the best loot, he have the best skills, and to controlling the boss areas too. We're gonna see in the last 15 minutes of the servers gonna be very chaos. The players gonna be starting PK each other because they wanting to control all the areas of the boss first, to make sure that the player that playing inside the boss area can like going freely and defeating a boss. This boss, like I said earlier, that the boss is starting level by 85, different from the last week. Last week, this the boss is level 95, so it's gonna be easier for the smaller character to defeating it. But the first thing before he can go into the boss area, he have to defeat all the guilds that trying to defeat the same boss too, because we're using a field boss to measure the point. In this week, the skill that all the guilds have to be admired is they have a very large of the AoE skills that making the tank player might got a lot of damage, not like in the last week. And the boss will be spawned at the corner right of the servers of the servers too. So that's mean all the 2 points gonna be in only one way only. So, and it's gonna be very tough for them if you guys want to like doing that damage racing with another guild too. We came back to Madhouse. Madhouse in the last week, he cannot get inside of the boss area. Got PK a lot by Prim Kung, but that's make Prim Kung wasting a time by fighting with them too. So yeah, in this week, he leveling up a lot for the Madhouse. A lot of things that's gonna happen for today, like I said. You guys, if you guys want to start playing a new game like MMORPG game like the Infinite classes, the Night Lord Infinite class, just starting right now because HELENA server just opening, everyone starting from zeros as same as everyone else. This servers have the multiples of the XP too, like more than 50%, I think. Yes, more than 50% of the EXP multiple. So you guys have to like going and playing these servers. I recommend it. I already playing. I playing in HELENA 03. That makes I know about the Happy Feast servers too. HELENA 01. Prem Kung and Madhouse are doing a lot of farming right now. The 30 minutes have passes. Have 30 minutes left before we starting the boss fight for the fields in this week. Madhouse are upgrading, like look like they are trying to upgrading skills, chaining skills, and Prim Kung just like call everyone out to be a fight in this week too. Like I said, for the boss fight that we are gonna fight in this week, it's gonna be the field boss, right? So every guild, not only the official guild that can be competitive and interact with the bosses, all the guilds are already be the one who can like can attack the boss too. So they have to be controlling and be careful all the guilds that wanted to defeating the boss. In HELENA 0 through Moonblade, gonna fight with Crow Zeros. Gonna be the tough one because in these two guilds have a very same of the combat power. The skills, everything else, the player is same. But the thing that he have to be careful with is another guild that not the official guild. Like I said to you, the name of the guild is Mouse Gaming. Yes, Mouse Gaming. Mouse Gaming is one of the top guilds too in the world, and in the server, if you guys pressing in and see the ranking right now, the guilds of the Mouse Gaming is in top 20. So many players in that one too. So yeah, a lot of things gonna be happening in HELENA 0 to Moonblade or Crow Zero, gonna preparing the tactics or preparing any plans to prevent the fight with another guild or not. We have to waiting and see. And this week gonna be the week for them, because if they cannot get the loot, no one gonna get the points in another time like last week. We using a point system like we using for looking that which guild just got the loot for the point systems. Yeah, HELENA 04 Junko, which with PH guild doing a lot of farming up right now. Junko have a very best player in their team. A lot of player in top 22, and they have a lot of CPs. I see one of the player is over 96,000 CPs. They have so many players that have a very large combat power in their team too. So it's gonna be hard for PS Guild to compare with Junko too. During the farming up, we gonna see about the point system first, and I gonna like a basic look for the next week too, because the next week we gonna not have the live stream, the official live stream, but you guys can see the live stream in KOL's official, like in your KOL live stream too. So we starting in week 2. The competition will be following in Guild War format by PvPing combat and control the areas and weekly bosses. So the core object is not merely the defeating the boss, but the controlling the surrounding zone to prevent the rival team from contributing the damage and secure the item looting rights. So the one had to doing the most damage will be have a right to looting the item. So they have to preventing all of the guilds to prevent the damage racing with them. Once the boss is defeated, the top contributors playing deal damaging will earn the priority looting rights to pick the items. So match scoring is based from the high grade items secured by the official guild. So if the official guild didn't get any of the item loots or anything else, yeah, they're not earning a point like HELENA 02 does it. In the tournaments, we doesn't maintain the specific items. Instead of scoring, we are the highest tier loots. After defeating the boss, the guild that processing the high level loot item will earn 100 points. It only have one official guild awards per matchup. So that means we have 5 matchup for today, right? Gonna be have 5 guilds that earning a point in this week too. But however, the points are awarded only if the items are looted by the registered official guild members too. That's gonna happen, like gonna happen on HELENA 02, that deserve the one that who loading an item that not in the official guild. It can be anyone, it can be the guild masters or the members of the guild, but he have to register in the official guild to earn a point. If the item loading by alliance guilds or non-members of the guilds, the score will become 0 immediately. So the rule are requiring careful to manage the offense push their area defenses or the loading rush and dividing the high strike of the intense in every matches. But for the next week that I gonna talking with about for next week the format transition will be the guild boss point of the challenge, so they can eliminate the direct consummation between Thailand and Philippines. So they're not gonna be having a official live stream in this channels. You can see in KOL channels too, in every KOLs that in the guild master. And there can defeating up to 3 guild bosses with the point calculated based on the guild bossing difficult tier of the guild level. So this one is the chance for all the guilds to leveling up to get a better loot, to make sure that they gets the best loot in the next week. But it's gonna be the risk too, because if you guys are like ranking up the guilds and your teammates are not ready to fight the guild boss in next week, it's gonna be 0 too, because you have only 3 chances to fight like 3 guild boss to fighting it. For the score will be calculated by the higher level guild boss and maximize the points. So week 3 will not broadcast, so however everyone can looking on the perspective on the KOL guild leader, and all the score across a full week will be calculating the overall leaderboard at the end of the tournaments. The official guild in the highest score will be crowned the 10th Lord. The prize will be awards to top 3 official guild with the highest total score, including the guild that's supporting funding and exclusive in-game like horror titles. Eligible is restricted for the officially certain guild members who remaining active through the end of the final week. You guys can interact with your KOL if you like which team you can going and join their guilds and can help them to defeating a boss too. Or if you guys have their own guild in the servers, you can like helping your KOL to defeating a bosses or defeating another team that try to get the loots from your guild too. All the week will be undergo verifications by 9 Lord operations team. So based on the game data, all the submit evidence and live stream decision making. Yeah, so that's all. Like I said, we are measuring the score from the loading item. So if you guys are defeating the bosses, that not mean you guys are winning that week. The winning of the week is when you are looting the high levels item, highest tiers of the items too. So you guys have to make sure that your members have a right to loading the items. Your members are not dying out before he can lose the item, because if he cannot load the item before he die or anything else, it has to be in your inventories. The score will be remaining zeros like HELENA 02 does. Here in HELENA 01, they are farming. They're gonna starting PK in a couple minutes, I think, because right now only 20 minutes left before the field boss gonna be spawned. This week gonna be a very much quicker from the last week, because like I said, the boss is much more of like less more of the levels that they have. Only 85 level is gonna defeat easier than last week, and for the smaller guild can be defeating that too. But in HELENA 02, they have the rivals that not from the official guild like Mouse Gaming, that they're the guilds that get boss in every server every time too. So for this one, he have to quickly control the area and PK all the players that are nearest the player that getting a boss. Defeating a boss is not too difficult, but the difficult things about these servers to prevent another guilds to engaging with them. So Crow Zero and Moonbed have a very tough of the homework to do after this. For the information, like I said, that right now they have so many activities starting in games, like the multiples of the EXP and everything else. All the items are being freeing right now. So if you guys want to start playing the Nine Lord Infinite classes, just starting now. And Prote with the Happy Feet one. It's gonna be very hard for Pote. Like I have to admit that gonna be a very tough time for Pote is because Happy Feet has one of the like top 20s player in that guild. Top of the 20s are all in that guild too. And the thing that I think it might happen is all the alliance of the guilds that Happy Feet 1 have, like Happy Feet 2, Happy Feet 3, and another's of the guild will be prevent the Prote to engaging with the boss fight. So we're gonna see that Prote are gonna be crushing down, but is might gonna happen to Prote can be doing some tactics or doing some plans to change the situation or consequences for that one. So we don't know that how the Prote gonna be doing, because right now they didn't start PK yet. They're gonna starting PK in a couple seconds, like it said. So many things are happening in last week. In the next week, like I said, that they're gonna doing the guild bosses. We have field bosses in this week, right? Week 1, 2, and 4, we're gonna be defeating the field bosses. And in week 3, they're gonna defeat the guild boss. It's gonna be pretty tough for the small guild like Ultra Smooth or another guild like PH guild. So they have to grinding up to make sure that they got the best of the levels that they have in the guilds to make sure that the guilds will have the highest of the item loadings in the teams. HELENA 04. In this week, for my predictions, PH Guild well cannot fight with the another guild from Thailand like Junko, because Junko have so many players that have so many CPs, so many of the tank player, and you're gonna see that even Junko are playing the stuffing right now. So they're gonna helping do damaging for AoEs and clearing all the player that to trying to get inside of the bot areas too. We're gonna see that they are about to zoning in the bottom next zone, waiting in front of the warp points to PK all the players that try to get inside of the boss area too. In HELENA 04, it's gonna be that, because PHQ right now they're didn't have much of the combat power compared with Junko. In the last servers here, Crusaders, right now all the players are very same with Ultra Smooth. Okay, unless with Ultra Smooth, like I said, the last week they're starting very pretty tough one because they're just starting the guild in level 9. But right now in the level they have the same level with Crusaders too for the Ultra Smooth guild. But the thing is about the tactics, about the teammates that he have in guild, is that enough for defeating a boss or not? Or yeah, just doing a PK first, doing a PvP first. Ultra Smooth will can fight the Crusaders or not? We have to see first, because right now, like I seeing a lot of progression. Like here, okay, Ultra Smoothing doing very good all the progression for the last week that we having a tournament, but all the players are in very lows of the combat power comparing with Crusaders too. In HELENA 05, the servers that gonna be very easy for the one team. For me, that gonna be the server 03 in Happy Feet one gonna be very easy for them because Prote, like I said, they didn't have a very much of the combat power. But I just want to see the HELENA 02 that what's gonna happen in that servers too. The mouse gaming gonna be the rival for these two guild or not, or it's gonna be the factors that making these two guild didn't get any points in this week against. It might be, but Moonblade, I think they are preparing something to starting this week, like the tactics, the gameplays, or all the farmings are gonna be in this week too. In the guild war next week, all the servers will be they're defeating the guild boss, so they have to manage everything else, doing a farming up. And you're gonna see that all the server right now have a lot of the progressions, like HELENA 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 to 5. They have like a buff. The MMORPG game is a game that you have to calculate everything else. You have to calculate all the damage. You have to calculate all the buff that you guys want to earn before you starting the tournaments too. So everything is matter with the boss in the last time. The boss gonna be spawned in 14 minutes. All the guilds are being preparing to get the boss to defeating the boss. And here we are at the HELENA 5. Everyone do pretty much good progressing in this one too. Let's see a lot of things. Then they have to play a battle shield, a battle and a sword to be in front of the battlefield. HELENA 04 of the PH Guild are doing a farming up right now. HELENA 03 and HELENA 05 look like they are ready for doing a PKs and doing the bossing area right now. The thing that the guilds right now they wanted is to controlling the bossing area first. If the player can like control the bossing area first, say they can earn much more time to defending the boss. They are not like losing off the resources that they are already farming, like all the potions, all the food that already farming right now. They're the calculating. Like I said, this game is only about the calculated. You have to calculate everything, the damage that you have to dealing the boss. You have to make sure that you guys are in the very highest of the damage that you guys deal into the boss, to make sure that you secure the rights to looting the high tier items. And you guys have to calculate the buff that you guys gonna use, like buffing damage or debuff another players too, and food too. Everything in LORDNINE Infinite class is matter into the fight, and unless like in the PKs or everything else gonna be happening in the next moment. 10 minutes left before the boss started. Right now, both teams in HELENA 01 look like they are ready. Prim Kung and Madhouse are grooming up right now to be ready to starting a boss fight and PKing a boss. Leveling up all the guilds up. There's so many players in Prim Kung's screen right now. There's so many players. Let's see that he trying to call their guilds to grooming up and doing the farming. In HELENA 01, Prim Kung just taking a lead for the first week that he just claimed the item roots, but in the last week it's pretty tough for them because Prim Kung just finished in the last of the servers that defeating the boss, because they having a mass house and alliance another guilds that making guild Prim Kung to make sure that they cannot get into the boss area. But Prim Kung just PK them all and not caring anyone, just PK them all and using all the combat power that he having, PK every player that get near the bosses and all the players that defeating a boss. So that's make all the players of the guild are much more much more like having much more time to defeating a boss. But when not when the highest when the strongest player didn't help them to defeating the boss, it's gonna be taking a very long time, and Prim Kung have to zoning very good to make sure that no one's are attempting to doing a damage resting with them. Switching back to Filipino's team, Filipino skills are grouping up right now for HELENA 03. Happy Fate 1 are ready to doing a bot fight. Madhouse are stealing farming right now. Crow Zeros are upgrading all the items, and you guys gotta see that Crow Zero are using for like all the items, right? And you can switch the item to the last time we seeing some of the player using a difference of the weapons in this game. Like I said earlier, that you can switching a class easily by just switching the weapons. So that's it, you can switching a class in your play. You want to play bow, just go play bow, chaining to bow, or you want to play synth that just came into the game, you just hop on and change the skills, and everything else gonna be very easy for you. Like the skills or the quests doing very easily is have like smart auto combats too, so you just leave the screen alone and you can grinding a lot in this game too. I just playing in like 2 or 3 days. I just got in very high leveling right now, and I just starting having fun in this game too. So if I can play, you guys can play too. If you guys didn't start playing now, just playing on a hop on HELENA server, the servers that have multiples of the XP, just starting and playing, and you guys gonna love it like me. Madhouse are upgrading the skills right now. Some of the skills are better with PKing the players, or hunting now on the monsters, or defeating the bosses too. So they have to make sure that all the skill set that he already bring, the skill set that he already upgrades, are for the defeating a boss or to PK the players. They have to make sure which one they want to use it. HELENA 02 Moonbase seems to be ready, and Crow Zeros are doing farming up more. 8 minutes left before we starting the boss fight. The boss fight in this week gonna be very fast. It's gonna be very rushed, like I said, because the level of the boss is less than last week, right? And they have so many times, they have a lot of time to grinding up. They're right now in the best forms of the teams. Moonblade, if you see that, like they're buying some stuff in the game too, doing in front of the live stream. Moonblade using money to like buying a power, buying the all the weapons and all the levels, all the characters that he wants. But like I said, this game is playing very easily. You don't have to buy anything or spend anything. You're just spending time with them and enjoy the gameplay. Just slowly play, and they have like the auto combat. You're just using them to hunt things or farming or grinding, everything else. It's playing very easily, and the quest is doing very easy. I just pressing one button and it do quest for them. So if like I said, if you guys didn't start playing, just come on, hop on and start playing. In HELENA 04, like Junko are ready for the play. Like the PH skill right now, they are using like the buffing and upgrading the skilling right now. So many things that PH guild have to do before defeating Junko, because Junko, like I said, the guilds have so many players that have a lot of CPs in their team. HELENA 04. HELENA 05, Outer Smooth seems ready to like Crusaders, but Crusaders, if I like seeing in my eyes, a lot of players have very good loot in their inventory, so it's gonna be hard for Outer Smooth to defeating Crusaders. but Crusaders have to be aware of that. Ultra Smooth have grinding very fast. They're gonna have the problem in week 4, so they have to make sure that in this week Crusaders can have to secure the win for another 100 point first. Ultra Smooth have much more time to grinding more and go fight in the next week for guild bosses to make sure that they have another 100 points. And for the 4th week, Ultra Smooth have to win in that one too. And grinding, it will see like just passing only 10 days, they just got in 5 level in for the guild. It's so fast for Ultra Smooth. So we have to waiting and see Ultra Smooth gonna do in this week. He can secure the win or not, or the loading gonna be with Crutese once again. HELENA 03. Prote seems to be ready for playing with Happy Feet 1, but like I said, Happy Feet 1 is a one guild that the largest in the games. And another thing that they have a very high levels of the guilds that be aligned with them too. So yeah, the thing is, the Prote, they have to be aware of another guilds too. Right now they are in the same spot, just talking around and starting the PK right now. Starting Pote are trying to get inside of the play. Starting 3 minutes before the boss have been spawned. All the players for the Prote and Happy Feet 1 are in the same spotting right now, talking. You can like typing in this game too, and you can reading it. It's very easy for these games too. Like you have a great community in these games. You're starting playing with all the players in the game. HELENA 03 gonna be very great chaos, like I said, because the Happy Feet, they have so many players that in a very top tier player in that team. Switch back to Prim Kung. Every guild is ready to playing right now. Just 3 minutes only, just 3 minutes. Prim Kung and Madhouse. Yeah, everyone is starting with farming. In Guild Prim Kung, they have a very high level CP in that team too. His name is Rin with over 90,000. And he be the top 50s of the servers too. So that's make Guild Prim Kung has more advantage with another guilds too, like Madhouse. Junko are ready and controlling the bossing area. That's so you guys gonna see in the screen that Junko have many players in that area too. Like all the players are engaging with Junko to supporting their favorite KOL. You guys can support with your favorite KOL to just hop into the games and grinding it, just playing it, and help your teams, help your guilds that you like Prim Kung's Moonblaze, or even Madhouse, Happy Feet 1, PH Guild, or whatever. You can help them to defeating the boss too, or you can make sure that your guilds are playing only guild that playing with the bosses and defeating all the guilds that come to attack with your guilds, your favorite guilds. So that's it. You guys can be helping your KOLs too in these tournaments. We're playing in the live tournament, so you guys can playing with us too. I'm just starting playing HELENA 03, so many things has happened, and you're gonna see that Happy Feet 1 are defeating the so many bosses in the servers too. 1 minute remaining before the field boss gonna be spawned. The time is running out for the guilds that not ready. They have to be ready now to defeating this boss, because if he losing this chance, the chance gonna be very hard for them in the last 2 weeks. HELENA 05 starting doing the combat with the boss. by Cretaceous are starting the boss fight to defeating the boss guild. And Ultra Smooth didn't have any player in that one still. Ultra Smooth trying to get inside and warping inside the boss area. All the players are trying to engage with the bosses. Switching back to HELENA 01. HELENA 01 right now, all the momentums that look like Prim Kung had the advantage with that one because all the inside of the boss areas, all of them is Prim Kung skills too. Madhouse have so many things to settle down and get PK the Prim Kung. You gotta see that they have the boss skills. They have so many larging of the areas of the AOE skills too. So that's make to measure how good of your tanks are in front of the battlefield. If you didn't have the tank enough, like your tank didn't have much of the CPs, or your tank didn't have much of the health or the HP, or you didn't have in the good enough of the tanks, you cannot gonna be stand in that boss area too. Junko are doing a zoning right now, try to get outside of the bossing area and waiting for that one, and the boss has been defeated in HELENA 04, and I'm not quite sure who gets the loot. We have to waiting and see for the score system too. In HELENA 01 just starting defeating the bosses. The fight just been started. Madhouse has been outside of the bossing area. Inside the bossing area, have only Prim Kung guild members are engaging with the boss. So many things that happen, and he just defeating. And like I said, I'm not quite sure who got the loot thing right now. We have to wait and see of the ends of the tournaments that who got the loot. The score will be updating after the games are ends. The system will be calculated which one is gonna be defeated in this tournament too. In HELENA 05, Cretaceous just defeating the boss too. Everything's just happening in only 2 minutes after the bossing are spawned. And you can see that they're not defeating yet. Curious, what's gonna be? Getting the boss outside of the boss area, try to engaging with the boss and doing the damage, racing with them. It's gonna be hard for team like the guilds like Ultra Smooth to engage with Crusaders because they have so many members that playing in that time. Moonblade. All of the members of the Moonblades are very low in the inside of the boss area. And if you guys see in HELENA 02, another thing that we see is none of it is the official guild that engaging with the boss. The guild that engaging with the boss is Mouse Gaming in HELENA 02. We had to wait and switch back to HELENA 02 first because right now Prim Kungs are settled down and confirm that they having the loot. But I'm not quite sure. We have to waiting official proof another time after this. Prim Kung starting to PK another player that inside of the boss area. Moonblade. Switch back to HELENA 02. Like I said, if you guys seeing inside of the boss area that engaging with the boss is all of the Mouse Gaming guilds. None of these are the official guild that engaging with the boss. So it's gonna be another week that both of the official guild didn't get the points. Moonblade calling their teams and the boss have been defeated, and I think it's gonna be Mouse Gaming that gets the loot, but we had to be confirmed again after this. It's be again that from the Crow Zero cannot be engaged inside all the servers too. HELENA 05 are starting to PK another players to like cutting down all the resources, all the players down. They are doing a lot of combatings. You're gonna see for Crusaders and Ultra Smooth is playing right now. trying to PK each other, but the boss are already defeated. Getting outside, farming, do a lot of farming. Get inside of Ultra Smooth, trying to get away to get outside of the playing area too. Everything just settled down. Right now we're using a system to measure that who got the loot in the last time, and we gonna decide who gonna get the score in this week too. HELENA 01 Prim Kung starting to PK another players to hooking down them and trying to stunt, and no one get down. PK in the last times to cutting down the resources and make sure that they didn't have enough resource to playing in the next week. Playing inside of the area, just guarding and trying to PK another players to by Prim Kung. Talking with the guild members. Say some sorry because in HELENA 01, if I correcting, you guys can correcting me in the comment sections. HELENA 01, they have another guild that very big too from the Korea, I think. So like top 20, 19 of them are from Korea guilds, and one of them are from Prim Kung. So like I said that there are so many guilds in the HELENA 01 and gonna be like a very large fight of them. Prim Kung got the skills and marked down, trying to talk with another guild members. Madhouse, I think it's gonna be another week that Madhouse didn't get the score for another week. And all the bosses are being defeated. We have for me but I don't quite sure. You guys have to wait and see for the official tournaments too. For HELENA 01, for Prim Kung are getting the bossing loot and getting the rights to claim a loot too. So yeah, so that one Madhouse is another week that didn't get the servers. Sorry, the loot and the score. In HELENA 02, it's the same situation as from the last week. From the mouse gamings are doing a damage racing with Moonblade skill, and I didn't see Crow Zero around there. I think they got all PK around that one too. We have to see about the in the official scoring system what's gonna be happen in the next week. You guys, next week we not gonna be having the official live streams. You guys can watch on the stream in every channels of the KOLs of the guild master that you guys are favorite with. For this week, the Rise of Tail has been officially done throughout the event fitness and everything else, but the competitions right now are not over. You guys have another 2 weeks to grinding up and everything else to be done in the next week. Next week gonna be the official guild will be returning a brand new challenge with the accumulate points by defeating the guild's bossing without the direct cross border between Thailand and Philippines. So each official guild can be defeated up to 3 guild bosses, with the score calculated based on the boss's difficulty relative with the guild's levels on August 24th. The team must rapidly rise their guild strength to maximize their score. You guys have to noting this, that next week the match will not be live streamed in the official stream, but the fans can be follow the actions and active in the POVs of the KOL leader guilds too. Will be next week which team gonna get the momentum and which team gonna missing the points in the last week. Stay tuned guys, and we gonna see which guild gonna hold the crown. Official standing and the match result will be posted in official LORDNINE channel. I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.